This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. Welcome everybody to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player. Most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up second down. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Brings it in at the 12. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Thought he had a shot at the end zone there. The return goes for 38 yards. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Buying some time right. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They go play action. It's Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Play action now with Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Jackson now, third and long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. The Dolphins and their wide receivers set for this next possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, Mahomes. Flushed down out to his left. He's running with it. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. And as we begin our next drive, Brock, sure a lot of you have noticed that the weather, it's starting to become what a lot of folks would call football weather out there, right? A little colder, maybe even some snow depending on where you live. Well, it's getting colder in the Madden Championship Series too, with our Zero Chill broadcast coming up on the Madden NFL Twitch channel, December 18th, 6:30 Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Punt meets him at the 28. Juke the defender. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down. It connects on the deep shot. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided first half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Mahomes now. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's on the move. That's completed right side. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, there's such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. On first down, Jackson. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's spending so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Nabs along that sideline. Samuel.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
The Steelers set to punt it. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. He fields this at the 18. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Terrific return here, 24 yards. And it'll be Dolphins football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Dolphins football. They don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. From the red zone now. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Dolphins continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll get it up to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Steelers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Takes it in at the 26. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field. Oh, he nearly took this one all the way. Huge return that easily could have ended with 6. And the Dolphins will have themselves a short field to begin the drive. The Miami offense headed out there now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Dolphins throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins continue adding on to that lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. A lot of grass ahead. And the Dolphins get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. That's taken in by Samuel. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate, they stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see, it's 1st and goal. Rolling left, behind some... And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Dolphins running them out of the building. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. The Steelers' offense headed out. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. 1st down throw for Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. That's it for all of us. On behalf of our crew and my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This has been another edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say goodnight, everybody.